Good.
You know, Elizabeth, so much fuss is being made about the word porno,
Yeah.
and I'm wondering if your kid, for argument's sake, asked you, Mom, what does porno mean? What would you say?
I would say porno is something for adults, just like cigarettes and drinking and TV after 9 p.m. And it's something fun that adults do that they'll get to know about when they're older. That's it. I mean, there's lots of things that kids are not allowed to do and or say or play with. It's just like any other sort of bad word. Like I wasn't allowed to say this sucks when I was young. I couldn't say sucks. And it's like you just tell your kid, like, hey, that's not a word that you say.
Were there any other words banned from your vocabulary when you were growing up?
Well, all of the typical swear words, certainly. And my mother tried to get us to stop saying like. You know, we were very much Valley girls in the 80s, my sisters and I. So we were always slipping like and gnarly and oh my God and things like that into our speech patterns. And my mother tried to hammer them out of us, but it only worked to a certain degree.
Are you still saying like as an adult?
Yes, unfortunately, I still slip like into my lexicon every now and again. It's embarrassing.
I understand that you and Seth Rogen both took some hygienic steps just in case there was some nudity involved. I know Seth did.
Yeah. Well, we definitely shaved things that, hairy bits that you don't want to have. You don't want your fuzzy wuzzies out. So we got ready in that sense. And, we were very respectful of each other. Look, whenever you're getting ready to do a love scene in a movie, there's always things that you're worried about. You're always worried about the bad breath, and you're always worried about stuff stuck in your teeth, and you're always worried about belly bloat, and, you're worried about sweating and smelling, and it's all that stuff. So, but you don't want to put on too much cologne or too much, you want to keep the other person comfortable. So, luckily, Seth and I really understand each other in a good way, and we had a lot of fun with it more than anything.
What is your regimen when you're preparing for a kissing scene?
Here's what I do. It's crazy. I like Altoids, but only I suck them just a little bit, and then I got to get rid of them because they really are too strong for me. I mean, they burn my mouth. I think they're way too strong, but they do the trick. Yeah, I like to pick through the tin and just pull out like the little bits, the ones that broke in half, because that's about as much as I can do is about half of one.
There's such a funny scene with Brandon Routh, and I'm wondering if you shared superhero stories having starred in Spider-Man.
No, we didn't really talk about that at all. A little bit about him being, because he is Superman, and just how ironic it is that he's my high school crush in the movie, and that he, as an adult, is a gay man. And of course, we were totally playing with the irony of Superman being gay, which was very fun. And yeah, it's a big comedic high point for Miri in the movie, her outrageous flirtation with this guy that she's never gonna get. It's really sad, actually.
Are you going to return to Spider-Man anytime?
I have no idea. They're doing number 4. They hired a Pulitzer Prize winner to write it, and I am the last person they call, so who knows? Yeah, they're going highbrow now.
Getting back to Seth Rogen, tell me about the other connection to Paul Rudd.
Yeah, Paul Rudd and I have actually made 4 films together, so we've been pals for a long time. Role Models is directed by David Wayne, who directed me in my very first movie, Wet Hot American Summer. Paul also starred in that movie, so that's how I met him. And, it's kind of like coming full circle in that sense.
Did you make Role Models before or after Zack and Miri?
I made it long before, actually. Yeah. My movies are coming out in the exact opposite order in which I shot them. That's sometimes just how it works, Who knew that Role Models would take as long as it did to sort of come together, and W, meanwhile, was like a rush job, like boom, 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 and it's out. We couldn't believe it.
When is The Uninvited due to come out?
That comes out at the end of January. It's a thriller in the vein of Disturbia or The Ring. I play the evil stepmother, so something new for me again, and I had a lot of fun just sort of relishing being bad.
Do you like being bad? Is that more fun than being good?
It depends. I mean, being good like Miri is good is pretty fun in this movie. So I'd have to go with Zack and Miri make a porno in terms of fun level. But being bad, it's a close second.
You know how everybody has that game of how you figure out your porn star name?
Yes.
So did you all walk around with t-shirts saying your porn star names?
We didn't. My porn star name is either extremely boring or really dirty, depending on your point of view. It's Sophie Brown. My first pet was a lovely little white bunny rabbit named Sophie, and I lived on Brown Street, so that's me. Yeah, it's boring unless you really want to go there in your mind. And you and I on the morning show, we don't need to go there. Thank you, Robin.